It's been 2 years, still can't figure it out. The transmission was leaking Bud Light fluid.
All right, you guys remember that video where I bought a drag car, or a car that we were gonna build into a drag car? Well, it's gonna be a temporary drift car. All right, so like I said, this is gonna be a temporary drift car. Yeah, don't worry about the mold. It's literally growing. It's all good. So Carlton actually got a couple things done for me already. He got the rear bumper for my drift car, the doors, front fenders, front bumper, battery, and did a couple other things, put a new throttle body on it for me, and got some stuff ready for me because we have DriftCon this Saturday. So Friday's practice, Saturday is the event, and my car, which is up over there, unfortunately does not have a motor and didn't plan to have a motor for this event. Talked with some sponsors and they wanted me to run, so they're taking care of the tab on that, and we are just going to take my front suspension, rear suspension, plop it on here, throw in a handbrake, and then Carlton's rear end that just came out of his car is going to be the new rear end for this car. You know, when I was planning on building this as a drift car, the plan was when he pulled that for me to buy it from him and toss it in here as a nice, good rear end to use as a drift car rear end for starting out. Track. What? Drag car. What'd I say? Drift. Said drift. Drag car rear end. So tossing that on there, panhard bar as well. That's going on. You know, it's just kind of a time crunch. It's Sunday right now. We have about 20 more minutes left to work on this thing, and then we got our basketball game. And yeah, not much time. Not much time.
What's new?
The practice is on Friday, so we got to be completely ready to go. Driving this thing to the gas station on Thursday to get it gassed up. It needs an oil change. It needs a new belt. Yeah, completely stock car. Everything's stock about it. So 200 horsepower, and we're gonna let her eat and try to have fun at DriftCon.
You gotta get those wheels off.
Yes, yes. I don't think this front one has it, but this one, these fancy wheels, have locks on there, and we don't have the lock. So I bought a lug nut lock removal kit, and we have to get those on there. Try to figure that out. So, yeah. What do you think, buddy? We can get it done. Mostly you.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It's time to get those parts, the suspension bits, some other things done. And I'm gonna start with pulling off the front suspension. T-minus 3 days. So this thing needs to be a functioning drift car. So I'm not gonna go through and talk about every step. Tory's not here, so it's time to get to work. Okay, we got all the front suspension out and pulled the boots, and lost a ton of power steering fluid. I don't know much, but I don't think it's supposed to do that. So I'm gonna let Tory know, and then we can decide if we're going to pull the rack or leave it and send it. Then I got the drive shaft pulled and had to put a plastic bag over it because our transmission was leaking some Bud Light. So the next thing we got to do is pull the rear end, and I'm probably gonna do that when Tory gets here. We're having issues with the locking nuts on these. We're gonna have to build, we don't have the key for those, so we gotta figure that out, and then we can pull this whole rear end.
got a guest out here. What's up, buddy? Boo. 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 Somebody got a new shop swing for Easter. Don't worry about the ghetto mounts. It's OSHA approved, right, bud? Little squeaky. Might have to lube her up a little bit. Hey, Ruran's out. Ruran's out. All right.
Now what?
I don't know. The car was sitting in a field with rats in it. You think the fuel filter's good, or?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's like the easiest time to get to it right now.
How moldy the tubes are.
But yeah, still gonna put the other one in.
Is it the same as the Fox body?
Yeah. Do we still have that one? No chance, dude. No way. Is this what I think it is? Fuel filter. Look at that.
You think I kept that, huh?
Good call, buddy. All right. So we're gonna replace our fuel filter real quick before the new one goes in. But the nice part about there being locking lug nuts on here is easy movable now.
Yeah.
Just roll her out of the way.
I don't think we pulled one with the wheels on it.
No, we haven't. I bought a lug nut removal kit, but the socket is too big to fit in between the lug nut holes, so didn't work. We'll cut those off one day, or I sell it with that on there. Sorry, bro, your deal. Figure it out.
Yeah, I can't get the wheels off, so I pulled the rear end.
Can't get the wheels off. You gotta spend an extra $13 a piece because they're nice aluminum wheels. All right, back to work. Day 2 update. Carlton's got the Panhard bar in a vise. Looks good. Since it's been clamped down, it's a little tweaked, and we're trying to get it up in here to be able to drill the frame for the Panhard bar. Rear end's in. Front suspension is in. Kind of. Still got to do the tie rod and tighten everything up, but it's good. So. Yeah, a lot of work and a lot to go, but we're gonna try to get this done. That's what happens when you get helpers in the shop. This is a bad time to tell you that kid in the chair works just like you.
Yeah.
So that's T-minus 22 hours away from practice?
How long time practice is?
5. 22 hours to go. You think we'll get it done? Okay. All right. Rear end's in. As you guys know, Carlton's got the rotors on and the bar itself on, as well as the sway bar. We're going to do a quick little plumb bob alignment to square up the rear end, make sure that's good. Get that done. Front end, it looks like Carlton got the tie rods on. Tie rods are on. Everything's completely tight. We just got a set toe.
Yeah.
This tie rod's a little bent, but we decided to just leave it on there. It's fine. It'll work. Cool. So once we square the rear end and finish that, this is all finished. We're going to tighten down, make sure everything's tight again. And then we are going to, well, he's going to work on the handbrake, and I'm going to work on the ABS delete. So we have a big ABS module down here, right there, and we need to delete that with the block off plate from my other car. So I'm going to work on that. Carlton's going to work on the handbrake. Once that's done, we got a lot more to do. I got the ABS unit out. It's just a big hunk of garbage. Carlton is working on the handbrake mount. He's working on that, and now I need to go get the block off the ABS delete plate, I should say, and put it back on this car. So I'm gonna go rip that off the other car right now. What? No, I was being serious. Use that one.
So you want me to weld the threaded part?
Yeah. All right, it's almost midnight. That's what we've resorted to.
You want me to do one of these?
Yeah.
God.
So we got to get exhaust on this thing, and I had an H-pipe for it, but it's a little tweaked. Do you think that H-pipe can work for this at some point, or X-pipe?
Probably.
I don't know. It seems super low, like it's been tweaked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we had a X-pipe for it to use, and the plan was to use that, but it sits super low for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of tweaked. It's all bent up. So taking the one off my drift car, but the O2 sensor plugs are basically seized in there because they're so rusty. And they're Allen head, and we tried to take them out and they were just stripping. So first one, welded a nut to it, came right out. This one we will weld together again, hit it with the gun, and hopefully it comes right out. So other than that, everything's in on the rear brakes, panhard bar, all that's completely done. Drive shaft done. All the handbrake lines are done. The only issue is the handbrake calipers, which I'm borrowing from Carlton. This whole thing is a mess anyways. They need to get spun in. They're not lined up correctly for the pads to be able to throw it on. So we need to get that tool from AutoZone tomorrow, and then we can get those on. So we're getting there. We still got a long list, but we'll get it done.
Ready?
We're gonna show them. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Welded on welded.
Like two bungs held together.
Money. Yeah, I got the oil change done, got the new serpentine belt on, front suspension's on, as you guys saw.
Can you grab this?
No. If you put that in the remember all the fuel we put in that trash bin the other day? Yeah, don't put that in there. A couple of things we got to do. We got a harness bar we're gonna toss in. Well, we gotta make. Fire extinguisher has to get tossed in. It'll take a minute once the harness bar's in. Some stickers, do a battery mount, that's pretty quick. Handbrake lines are pretty much done. We just have to connect them to the calipers tomorrow. Bleed the brakes. These can wait till Friday night, tonight, tomorrow at the track. Yeah. Oh, we got battery mount on there twice, so. It's supposed to rain, hopefully we don't need tires. But anyways, we'll give you an update at the end of the night. It's midnight now, so we'll see when we go to bed. All right, time check. This is what we're resorting to. Yeah.
You might have a hole in your floor
That's fine.
Hey, we can get the seat bracket out now.
Oh my god, dude. All that.
You know.
Yeah. No big deal. One bolt down there. So the seat wouldn't go forward. It wouldn't go forward. It went backwards, it went up, it went down, it would not go forward. But yeah, we had to get to that one bolt, and Carlton did it.
I was trying to be patient. I was trying to like jump.
You finally
in.
pull the Tory. Just start cutting.
We're hitting that point.
Oh man, we're getting there. We're getting real close. Real close. The question is, do you guys see all this mold? Do we pressure wash it tomorrow or just let her ride? I say we let her ride, dude, with the mold. It's gonna look so much better when a moldy car beats all these other nice cars.
When you go out and beat Tyler Mayer.
Yep.
Nice, pretty new livery.
Yep. Okay, Tyler, I'm not saying that I'm gonna beat you. I do owe you a couple though.
In your redneck backyard.
Hold on a second. Hang on. Oh, let me grab this. This is my clear coat.
Protected by a Crime Stopper.
Yeah, what you got on this, Tyler? Oh man, watch out.
She'll let the undergo.
Just kidding. Love you, Tyler.
On the way in.
Another day, another guy sleeping on the job. Unacceptable. All right, passenger seat of my drift car going in as the driver's seat. Save us time. Currently have my harness bar from Brutus in there, so we don't have to make one to save time. Hooking up a quick release to use my drift car wheel from the other car in here. Just need to weld it on right now. So same splines, goes right into the suite. That's gonna be done. Fire extinguisher mount, I'm gonna put on the harness bar right now. So that's done. Once that's done, we get the seat in. We were gonna rob the passenger seat from Tig's car, buddy of mine that I'm fixing up and selling for him. But the car's dead and we can't move the seat forward, just like we had the issue last night. So that's like last on our list because we don't really need a passenger seat, but I'd like to take a few people for rides today, some sponsors that I have coming out. But time check, practice is, gates open at 3, practice at 5. It's 11:11, so.
Oh, we're chilling.
11:11, make a wish, dude.
We got all the time in the world.
Tons of time. Tons of time. Brakes are all done. We just have to bleed it. I really do think we're going to be good. So we're going to be good. Carlton just adjusted or put on the shock adjusters. Check you in here. Belts, harness bar, seat all installed. New shifter handle installed. Wheels completely done. What else? Yeah, I got all the brakes. So all the fluid is to the lines and out. So we gotta bleed the brakes next. Harness bar in, adjusters in the front end. Everything's ready to roll except for a passenger seat. Got a set toe, bleed the brakes. Doing really well. We are almost there. Time check, 12:52. Start loading up in 1 hour, so, or about an hour and a half. So I think we got time to be able to get all this done. Also, anybody with these cars and you're drifting, you need to do this mod. You cut your inertia switch and you put the two together, and then that way if you ever hit anything, your car doesn't just shut off on you and you have to come back here and hit the switch. So, little tip for you guys drifting these cars. Car is ready to go. We spent an hour and a half trying to get the handbrake to bleed and we could not get it. We don't know what's wrong. Don't know if we got a bad master or a bad center line. We replaced both the outside ones. Don't know. Can't figure it out, to be honest with you. So gonna be no handbrake today, and hopefully we can figure it out tonight. But we're ready to roll. Got the golf cart loaded up, loading up the truck right now, and should be heading over the track any minute. Gate opened at 3. It is 3:26, so not bad. All right, you know the first thing to do once we finish the car.
You're gonna spit rubber all over my car?
No, I'll be past it, don't worry. Doesn't want to hold it very well.
Brakes?
Yeah.
Might.
I'll have to seat everything in. Okay, well, burnout did not go as planned. It's kind of popping and banging. It's got a really bad exhaust leak, but it's popping and banging. And the only thing that we changed was we plugged in the O2 sensors. So we might have to unplug those suckers when we get to the track and figure out what we can do to fix that, because it's not right. So we will get it figured out. All right, we're made it to practice. There's a lot of cars here. Everyone's practicing but us. Let's just say we got the handbrake fixed, and the drive shaft was rubbing on a parking brake bracket, which happens on these cars when you lower them. So that's fixed as well too, hopefully. It's going back in right now, and we're gonna get out of here. Let's go practice. So we made it the second day. Radiator blew up last night. Distributor was loose, fan blew up. So we got a lot of things that we're working on. Thanks to Casey, really appreciate it. He's even helping right now. Big help from him, Trevor, Carlton, Brock, Tony, everybody. I appreciate all you guys' helps. Kayla, mostly, appreciate it. We're here. Distributor was loose, so we're timing it right now. Practice starts in 15 minutes, qualifying practice, and we're gonna see if we can rip it. All right, heading out for the first practice, see how it goes. Surprisingly, that first lap went really well. I think we're back to full power. The distributor being loose yesterday was a big issue, and that's fixed now, so I'm pretty pumped. Again, thank you all you guys for your help, so let's get out here and practice some more. Second practice session, here we go. Man, what a day. We have not been filming much. You guys have seen a lot of practice, but I haven't been talking much. I've had a lot going on. So much stuff with the car and just so much going on. But we're good. We're in. Car runs amazing now. I have power to finish it. I actually qualified 32nd out of 64 cars. So I'm actually happy with that, right? Dead in the middle. Overall, happy, like I said, and excited for what's next. I actually go against a buddy of mine. His name is Cameron Cook, and he drives a 2JZ Mustang. So a really, really cool car, and I'm excited to go battle against him. And if I win, I keep going. So that's the plan. All right, here we go. Battle against Cameron.
0 Tone and 0 Camper in the rear. And how they transpire out there on tracks. Tory Gentleman can lead the way first. In the Snohomish Hay Cattle SN95. He's a good job of navigating through the track. This is basically the car that Tory got his team to play with. As he did the walls and reinitiate, so there's another reinitiation. He got his team on a stock 5-liter SN95. So winter motor has been having issues with that. 427 cubic inches for today. He's right back to stock 5-liter. That's about 300 cubic inches. Trying to be really aggressive in the chase position. You see him trying to come the line, trying to dive in where he can. And Cameron Cook doing a pretty good job of keeping in drift. Taking a big wide line. Tory can take an advantageous shallow line, but he wants to be even shallower. He's like, that's not shallow enough.
All right. I lost. Cameron's a good driver, and that was a lot of fun. So all of yesterday and all of today I was practicing on some 255 Nane Kings, and we had them aired up to like 70 psi, and it was great. They were getting worn down to where I was able to make full laps and do pretty well. Well, this event has a 6-tire limit, and I put brand new tires on the back, 235s, and we went down to 40 psi in them, and unfortunately it was too grippy. It was way too much grip, and I wasn't able to keep the car in drift, and I straightened out a couple times and just did not do well. So overall, I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of thrashing and kind of a lot of work for one little event, but we still had fun. And now we have a drift car. We have a fully built missile car, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe keep it as a missile car and not a drag car anymore. I don't know. Maybe I should have washed it. Maybe that would have given me better luck. All right, thanks guys. See you in the next one.
3, 2, 1.